Likewise, husband, live with your wives in understanding way, showing honor to women as weaker vessels, since they are heirs with you of the grace of life, so that your prayers may not be hindered. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Hey fam bam, it's me, Juslonda. Have you subscribed? Have you joined the fam? Bam, 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 bam. Join the madness, join the fun. It's me, Juslonda. Can we talk that talk?
A happy wife gives you a happy life, that's for sure, 100%. So you make sure that your wife, your partner is happy. And by happiness means you have to understand her. When she goes in a mental breakdown or emotional breakdown, you have to be there, not just sit down like, oh, here we go again. No, to show her that, yes, to listen to her, what are her problems. For us men, maybe these problems are probably silly.
Yeah.
Okay, because we don't understand it as men. Like when you tell me your silly problems, I'll be like, Lumi, come on, shut up and be a man.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
yeah.
you shouldn't be treating your wife or your partner like this. You have to understand her. You have to listen to her.
All right, fam bam. So, you know what? I wanted to, because my husband is on the way here, and I wanted to do something in regards to marriages. So, you know, happy wife, happy life. I went through TikTok and I found some things, and I wanted to weigh in on it because I have been married for almost 2 decades. I want to say like 17 years, 18 years. I'm gonna keep saying close to 2 decades until we get to the 2 decades. So I'll just keep saying close to 2 decades, okay? Okay. But yeah. So let's see what they have to say about happy wife, happy life, or are they saying something different that makes sense?
Quotes one of the most demonic quotes I've ever heard. Happy wife, happy life. Because if she's not happy, the whole house is in turmoil. Let me walk on eggshells. Don't want to upset her, because if I upset the wife, the whole house has to suffer. Stop giving place to the devil.
She said it. I ain't said it. She said it, man. She was real clear when she said it. Yeah, y'all better listen to her. But she sure said it. I been telling them, happy spouse, happy house.
Happy wife, happy life. You have to walk on eggshells. You know, my husband would say that every now and then. Happy wife, happy life. But he doesn't mean it, because it's 2 of us that's in this relationship. When he needs me, I'm there for him as much as I can be. When I need him, he's there for me as much as he can be. We are, I don't want to say in tune, but we are I don't know, the way we look, we've grown so much because we did everything backwards. We had the children first, and then we bought the house, and then we got married. You know what I'm saying? And then the flourishment. Now, not to say there wasn't no ups and downs, because, you know, happy spouse, happy life, you know. But that was a mentality that had to change. And that happened later on in life.
I think the term happy wife, happy life has a level of toxic attached to it because it definitely tosses aside how the husband feels. Mm-hmm. What we do in our household is happy house, happy spouse, happy spouse, happy house. Happy spouse, happy house. You know?
Facts. Both have to be happy, because if both not happy, if only one is happy, who you thinks is going to start talking to that attorney? Who you think is going to start talking to that side piece? Who you think is going to start hiding this and hiding that? The one that's not happy.
But if we want to have a happy house, we're going to have a happy spouse. That's how you do that. I prioritize my husband's mental health and his needs and his wants just as much as he prioritizes my mental health and my needs and my wants. And I think that's how you show up in a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
And a healthy marriage,
like, to be honest,
that is definitely how you show up. You know, all these women that are talking about getting these top tier men, because you want these top tier men. What are you putting on the table? Because everyone wants to say, you know, what are you bringing to the table? The man is the table. The man is the table. What are you bringing to the table? Well, you know, I have my career and blah, blah, blah. He doesn't want you for your career. He doesn't want you for your career. Well, I can do this on my own. Then if you can do this on your own, what are you looking for a spouse for? You're looking for a spouse for companionship, someone to be there for you. That's what you're looking for.
all fairness, I do think happy wife, happy life is a great thing, literally.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean by legit
like if
words.
she's actually happy.
No, I mean by legit words. If she's happy, if she's actually happy, then you'll have a happy life.
Okay.
Now that's also true. If she is happy, she's going to make sure that you are happy. But it's a give and take in a relationship. It's a give and take in a relationship. And if you see that my hands are ashy, mind your business.
Right? Yeah. But what ends up happening is we get blurred because there are people that take that context and says, hey, that means devotion. Oh, no, that means I come first.
Or they say, apply it to this situation. Okay, cool. So you, so you wanted to go out with your boys tonight, but your wife said, no, I wanted to stay in and watch Netflix. Oh, happy wife, happy life. Sorry, guys, I can't go hang out with y'all. So it's constantly you putting yourself on the
It's unreasonable sacrifices. And that's what, there's no balance for your own happiness at that point.
There's no balance. There's no balance. Let me see. In all, we got married in 07, 7, 8, 9. Maybe our third year. By then, we were living out in Vegas. Now, don't get me wrong. We had our challenges. Probably about more our fourth year, I was getting more comfortable. Fourth or fifth year. Because I always say, by your fifth year, you'll know. You'll know. You'll know. So maybe this is like my third or fourth year, maybe close to fifth year. Somewhere around there. We were living in Vegas at this time. And Ray will be like, my wife says that I can go to the strip club if I want to. And there was a time that he did go out there. I think it was like a going away, and they wanted to, he did go to the strip clubs a couple of times. And I don't mind. What I did mind, because Nevada is a state of the free of the hoo-ha-ha. I was like, look, you cannot go to the Bunny house without me. That's not happening. But strip clubs, they was like, oh, Yolanda don't mind that you go to the strip club? He's like, no. Yolanda don't mind that you staying out late? No. Everyone was all... Now, again, it took time. It took time. Because I wasn't always like that. But you have to have some type of trust. You have to know who you have married. Why is this keeps doing this? You have to know who you have married. And you have to trust him and her.
So when they say happy wife, happy life, I think some people misconstrue that as just do what the woman says. But I view it as no, when you pour into a woman who truly loves you, she becomes 10 times more that woman.
Facts. What, not to be funny, what do you think Cardi B is in turmoil the way she is, or going back and forth? He's not pouring into her. She pours into him constantly. That's for another day, if you want to hear my thoughts and opinions. But yeah, pouring into her, you have to pour back into her. You have to. She's going to be running on fumes. And then what? But just as she's been poured into, she will pour into you. And just love you unconditionally. Y'all supposed to be pouring into each other. The Bible says to love her and to serve her, and she will do the same, or something like that. Or you, husband, do the same. Something like that. I'll put it here. But it's a give and take. It's a give and take.
Here's the real meaning of happy wife, happy life. And as a husband, you want to follow this. You don't really appreciate the depth of that statement. Happy wife, happy life sounds like the man needs to be submissive or to give up power. I do everything my wife asks me to do.
It is. He is submitting. In the Bible, it does say that a husband should submit to his wife just as much as a man should submit to... Did I say that wrong? A husband should submit to his wife just as much as a woman submits to her husband. Thank you.
1, I love to make her happy. But 2, on a more selfish note, when my wife is happy, my life is way better. It's way happier. When my wife is feeling good, she does things for me that I didn't even know I needed. She makes my life easy, convenient, and pleasant. So guys who get sucked into this silly power struggle about what about me? What about my happiness? You don't need to worry about your happiness, because if you do your job right,
I know about that part, Pumpkin. But yes, if she's doing her job, you will automatically be happy. As long as you married your person and not marrying for the wrong reason.
Life will bring a level of happiness you didn't know existed. It's the real meaning of the phrase happy wife, happy life. When you do for your wife, she will do for you tenfold.
True.
Don't allow yourself to get bamboozled. Don't get sucked into a power struggle. When you give, you shall receive.
When you give, you shall receive. I love that. When you give, you shall receive. Hey.
If you have been happily married for more than 5 years, please step to the front of the classroom. It dawned on me that I don't hear from enough married women. And maybe that is the key to your happiness, is that we don't hear from you because you're somewhere being happy.
No. I tooted.
But
I
sister, we want to know, what's the
toot.
key? Seriously, how did you all start off your relationships? Like, I really want to hear from married women who are in happy relationships, healthy relationships. Like, what has been the key to you staying happy?
Growing. Learning each other. Prayer. Growing. Prayer. It's not easy, Cupcake. It's not easy. Not at all.
As a grown-up woman myself, I know that it's not all about the man. It is absolutely not all about the man. It is more so about yourself. And as a single girlie, I want to know, what are y'all doing to keep yourselves happy and keeping your marriages happy and keeping your marriages whole? Because I don't want to hear from no more.
You have to have known that that is the person. Like, you have to have a little bit of some type of discernment. Like, but it's funny because I talk about it now. I don't know. I keep telling you, I did not know. I did not know that Ray was going to be my husband. I didn't know. That was a leap of faith, and faith was like, no, no, no. He's your person. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Microphone munchkins. I really don't. If you have not been married for an extended period of time and you're not in a happy, whole, healthy relationship, bi-directional relationship with your partner, please don't talk no more. Please put the microphone down. Please give us the real tea and not the Instagram tea. We want to know really what's up, okay? What do we need to be doing better? Thank you.
Come here, pumpkins, come here. These are for the single girlies out there. Stop looking for the 6-foot tall man. Stop looking for the 6-figured man. Stop looking for the 6 inches man. Because let me tell you something about that. You see how she's married, she's engaged. You see how tall that man is? Y'all looking for these things, but you want these relationships. Well, what do you want? If you close your eyes and take away what physical attraction you have for a man, physical attraction, him being a 6-foot tall man, him having 6 inches. What else about him that you want? Because typically, when you marry the right person, he's not going to grow. Okay, he's not going to grow. Okay, he's not going to grow. But his income can grow. Y'all's income can grow. His love making can get better. Because like Josh said, there's only I can't remember how the joke goes, but it's a good personality, a good person, good in bed, and something else. There's only 3. And typically men only have 2 out of 3.
I'll tell you right now, there's only 3 things. There's only 3 attributes that you could hope for in a guy. You need to pick 2, okay? There's good dick, good person, got his shit together. You need to pick 2 of those 3.
You can make up the rest. You can make up the rest. But what do I know? I've just only been married for almost 2 decades. We make well over. Yeah. What do I know?
Happy wife, happy life is destroying many marriages. It should be happy spouse, happy house. Because this is the truth. A good marriage consists of 2 happy people.
When the two comes together, becomes one. The two comes together and they become one. The two comes together and they become this leader, you want this provider, but you can do it yourself because your needs trumps all. But yet you want him to protect.
It almost sounds like a child. To be taken care of, to be paid attention to be coddled and loved and never wanting to seem like she's giving too much, because then who are you to tell her anything?
Hold on, I like to be coddled. I like to be coddled.
Have enough sexual experience to please her in the bed, but now you have to compete with all the men that have already left their mark in her, and it's not just one, and it's not just two, and it's not just three. And it
See, this era got your jacked up because you're so free with your bodies. Men too. They've been free with their bodies, and that's why the old men be looking at the younger girls, because the women their age are not hearing it. What'd you say? The women their age is not hearing it because they got bodies upon bodies, but they want someone younger. But you know what? The younger generation, oh, they got bodies too. Isn't that the girl that was sleeping with 100 men in a day or something like that?
Ran through by 101 men, and my eyes are still recovering from all the bodily fluids that went in them.
I went viral for letting 23 guys run a train on me with my friend Bonnie. Now, that video is actually out now, so if you want to go check that out, you know where to go. But if you want to be a part of the next one, I'm actually doing 100 guys in one day. So head on over to my Twitter to find out how to apply.
So that's where the oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't want it to, it's gonna come to me later. But you just have all these bodies on you and they're transferring, and because you lay down with this person, now that is on you. That person lay down with that person. You, whoever they slept with, you slept with. Or whatever spirits on them is on you.
doesn't stop there. You have to look her type, act her type, and most of the time she wants a little bit of hood and a little bit of holy. But if you act too holy, you're seen as weak, and if you act too hood, it comes across as you're too aggressive. She wants a man that will spoil her and treat her like a princess, to be called queen but have no class when the words out her mouth are disrespectful as soon as it doesn't go her way. But you must be patient. And you must be graceful.
Hold on. Rewind that one back, Pumpkin, because you were preaching that.
The words out her mouth are disrespectful. But if you act too holy, you're seen as weak, and if you act too hood, it comes across as you're too aggressive. She wants a man that will spoil her and treat her like a princess, to be called queen but have no class when the words out her mouth are disrespectful as soon as it doesn't go her way. But you must
want to be called queen, wants to be spoiled, but just is nasty and disrespectful. Okay.
Patient. And you must be graceful with her. And the irony of all that I say about this is that she wants to come as she is. It sounds like she's looking for the love of God in men.
It don't sound like she's looking for the love of God. And these men are not God. They're just men. They just was created by him. So, happy wife, happy life, happy spouse. Y'all each need to pour into each other. Women, if you're looking for a spouse, take away the money and the physical attraction, like real physical attraction. Put down what men too, because men like, I want this lady with all of this and this and that. Sir, let me tell you something. Men that are looking for these young Coca-Cola bottle shaped women, all these women are not shaped like that. All women are not shaped like that. All women are not shaped like that. And like Carlos said, not all y'all are deserving of these baddies.
A lot of people won't accept that the type of person that they're attracted to don't even like them. It's a cold world.
It is.
I mean, it sounds good. It's cool to have standards, or it's cool to have a wish list, but they don't like you. Like
so the man that you looking for ain't necessarily looking for you.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Not all y'all are deserving of these baddies. And if you get these baddies, you reap what you sow. Same for you ladies. You get these Instagram male, whatever they call for males. I don't know. Because you want this 6 foot man in 6 figures and 6 inches. But yet you give him a headache every time you speak. You give him a headache every time you speak. So make a list of what you want in an ideal spouse. I'm pretty sure you'll find it. Because you have to pour into each other. It's not one way or the other. So on that note, fam bam, tell me what you think. Is it happy wife, happy life, or happy spouse, happy life? Let me know. And the ones that are single, let me know what you think about what I'm saying about what you look for in a husband. Because let me tell you something. Before I met my husband, okay, look, my husband was young when I met him. He was like in college. He was like in college, like his first year of college. He was just young tenderoni to me. Because I am a few years older than my husband. So he was just this young tenderoni. You have to pour into each other. My husband is maybe 2 inches taller than me. But the love and compassion that he gives me, the protection that he gives me, guidance. You know, sometimes, like, if I'm frustrated, I was like, look, I don't want your opinion. I just want you to listen. I don't want your opinion. I just want you to listen. Just listen to me for a moment. Let me rant. Don't offer you. I don't want your suggestions. He'll give them to me anyways. I'll be like, that's not what I asked. But that wouldn't be your husband if he didn't. It wouldn't be your husband if he didn't. This man, when I fall, picks me up. Like, literally picks me up. When embarrassing things happens and I think something is really awry, he's in my defense. These are the things that you look for in a spouse. Someone who's ready to go to bat for you. Because one thing, I will go to war for my husband. I don't mind. Because that man up there blessed me with him. So I don't mind. I don't mind. Say something about him. Say something about him. I don't mind. He sticks up for me. He takes up for me. He's uplifting. He's everything. Let me tell you something. That man is everything I wanted in a husband, and I didn't know it. I did not see that he was going to be it. And I tell him that all the time. I didn't see you coming. I didn't see that you were going to be who you were. But he told me from the jump, he was like, he knew that I was going to be his wife. He said something about me getting a big head. I don't know what that meant. But comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. And always, thanks for watching, rating, subscribing. All that good jazz that make me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. Peace and peace. Bye. And if you missed out on any of those Talk That Talks, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.